God give me breath for 20 more years, I see myself changing the world, changing the world, changing the world. Because my thought patterns are so opposite of what's so I'll have to change the world. I'll have to be changed by the world. I have to change the world.
JTL,
opposite of what's
keeping it real,
talk to you, smile and have a good time.
tell the truth.
Morals and standards,
People just be real about what they hear.
HD.
JTL, keep it real. That's a good thing because
opposite of what's the norm.
Yo, what's good? This your boy JTL.
And it's your man HD, word up, understand?
So check it out. This is the first podcast, the intro to everything, JTL HD, opposite of the norm, you know what I mean? So basically, this first episode is just to get y'all to get a little understanding about who we are, you know what I'm saying, where we come from, and why it shapes the opinions, you know what I'm saying, that comes out of our mouths and what we believe and what we feel about certain things. But at the same time, that doesn't mean, when you come out with your opinion or something, you're going to be so totally against it. This is what it's about, people being able to talk, you know what I'm saying, and have real talk. Because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we don't have that in the world. So we bring something different to you, you know what I'm saying. But before we get too much more into what this podcast is about, this is going to be more about, letting you know who we are, where we come from, and, getting y'all a chance, a little bit of insight on who we are and stuff, and our opinions might be the way they are. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with me, JTL. Where I come from, I'm from St. Pete, born and raised, St. Petersburg, Florida, for those who don't know where it's at. And, me, I had kind of like a humble upbringing, you know what I mean? I was raised in the church and all that stuff when I was younger. My grandfather was a pastor, my uncle was a pastor, my grandmother was a missionary, you know what I mean, all that good stuff. And, my life was pretty much average for the most part, you know what I mean? But it's just the fact that I'm not an average person. Like, some of the things that I've seen in my life made me want to be different. Like, a lot of the music that I listened to, a lot of the people that I was around made me want to be more different. And all the unjust and stuff that I've seen in this world made me want to be different. So I feel like, with that being said, when I was younger, when I was like 11, 12 years old, I started rap. I used to be heavy into Tupac, still am, you know what I'm saying? I used to love, back in the day, LL Cool J, yeah, you know what I'm saying, Run DMC and all that good stuff, you know what I mean? So it made me want to be a rapper. But Tupac was my favorite rapper because he talked about a lot of stuff that I like, you know what I mean? He talked about a lot of the stuff that I felt needed to be changed in this world. So that made me be more of a socially aware and more conscious rapper, but still because of the street life, you know what I'm saying, and having to deal with a little bit, it made me, you know what I'm saying, be kind of that same instant, be a little rougher on the edges, but at the same time, you know what I mean, it made me still have a better understanding for both sides of the world, you know what I'm saying, growing up in church and stuff, things is one way, you know what I mean, and you gotta be so sanctified, holy and all that good stuff, but being in the streets is not like that, you know what I mean, and it's hard because I'm the type of person where I try to stay away from doing bad, but sometimes doing bad feels so good, you know what I mean? So it's like, you fuck up and you do stuff like that, you know what I mean? But as I got older and stuff like that, and for the friends, I still have a lot of friends that I grew up with, so I was good friends and stuff, and it was real cool. So it made me more well-rounded now, and getting older. I'm 26 years old now, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was born in St. Petersburg, Florida. I've been here my whole life. I've barely been out of St. Petersburg, Florida. But, it's one of these places where a lot of people think that, people can't come up, they can do their thing. And I see this place as a place where you really got to grind and think hard, about what you want to do and making your plans go forward. You know what I mean? So that's what I respect about it. So that's the type of place that I come from. It made me be the type of person where, I love blackness. You know what I'm saying? I love having love for your next, your closest kin, your family, your friends and stuff like that. But at the same time, I got love for my niggas, you know what I'm saying? Don't mistake me, I'm a good dude, I'm a smart dude, you know what I'm saying? Finished school with a 3.4, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm still hood. I'm a little hood, but I'm still a gentleman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Styles P say gangsta and a gentleman, that's me, you know what I'm saying? But as far as that's concerned, I feel as though, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna give it the chance to other people, you know what I'm saying, to show me their goodness. But if you show me about bullshit, then I ain't fucking with you like that, you know what I mean? So that's just a little bit about me, you know what I'm saying? Good-hearted, caring, street, you know what I'm saying? Still a little hood, can't lie. Still got that roughneck nigga shit in me. Keep it real, that's how I am. You know what I mean? So, enough about me. I'm just gonna let you know what I'm saying? Listen to my boy HD. Yeah, a little bit about what he is, you know what I'm saying? Where he come from and who he is.
Yo, what's up? This your boy HD. You know, I got the name HD, you know what I mean, from a lot of different things, but I'll just let you guys, you know, get your own opinion and figure out what that means. Anyway, you know, I represent all around the world. I've been a lot of many different places, and I grew up in a family that, you know, has been all around the world as well. So coming up, I got to be around a lot of different things and get to, you know, come up with my own opinion of things from a young age. You know, around 3 or 4, I was taught to be a grown man from a young age. So that's how I had to grow up. So I look at myself as being someone that started off as a man at a young age, and I was able to grow, make my mistakes, better myself along the way. You know what I mean? Yeah, so looking at myself today, I look at myself as a Malcolm X, Jay-Z, and Chris Rock all rolled into one, because I'm really into politics. I'm really into helping my people, being there for my people, standing up for my people, having love for my people. And then I'm also, you know, when you see me out, I'm into the fashion, you know, so when you see me, take a picture. And I'm also, you know, a real comedic person, just like Chris Rock. I like to joke and have fun. I don't like to get too serious about things, you know. I like to be laid back, you know, so I can understand the other person's point of view, but not taking it, you know, to the other level. So that's just a little bit about me, and that's what I'm going to bring to the show. I'm going to bring a little bit of everything, because that's what I feel I am. I'm a little bit of everything. I represent me. I represent my family. I represent the people out there. I represent the people in the streets. I represent the people in the business world. I represent the people locked up. I represent the people that's struggling. I represent the people that's making it. I represent everybody, because everybody needs a voice. So I feel like I want to be that voice for everybody, but the voice of truth. Not too many people have the heart and have it in them to speak the truth, and that's what me and my man JTL is about. You know, we may have different upbringings and we may be a little bit different in ourselves, but the one thing that we do combine is the truth. So that's who I am. So I'm gonna give it back to my man JTL so we can, you know, give you a little bit about exactly what to expect from the podcast.
Yeah, so, you know, basically with that being said, you know, like our whole show is to try to make sure that we always touch on topics that we feel people need to like really like think about, you know. Actually, we might be informing people about stuff that they haven't even heard about yet, you know what I mean? And then being able to give them a chance to kind of voice their opinion, you know what I'm saying, from our opinion. We might tell you a little bit about what we feel about certain situations, you know what I'm saying? Like my man said, we definitely gonna touch on politics, we definitely gonna touch on sports, we definitely gonna touch on music, because there's so much like influential things that's going on with music now that, you know what I'm saying, needs to be touched on, because a lot of people feel that it's going a certain way that's gonna be bad for it, you know what I'm saying? And that's with a lot of other stuff going on. Definitely social issues, you know what I'm saying? Because the best thing about us, you know what I'm saying, we watch CNN, you know what I'm saying? We don't spend all day trying to watch BT and MTV and stuff like that. We watch CNN, we watch, you know what I'm saying, world news, we watch stuff like that to see what's going on. And we also trying to see about what's going on in our own backyard and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I'm still residing in St. Pete. This podcast is coming from St. Petersburg, Florida, so we definitely going to voice our opinions and stuff that's going on, you know what I mean? Keep y'all up to date on that type of stuff. So that's one of the things that this podcast is definitely about, just, you know, everything being truthful, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're still going to have a good time listening to it, you know what I'm saying? You can believe that we ain't about no bullshit, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it real, regardless of what is on, you know what I'm saying? So that just the first part of it, just starting out, you know what I'm saying? Let you get a little intro, because we want y'all to realize who we are as people. Like when you hear us say a certain opinion, like we might say something about the difference between a woman and a bitch. We don't want a woman to be getting offended by it. Like I know a real woman's gonna get offended by the language. She's not gonna get offended like, oh, you talking about me. A real woman's gonna get offended by the language, and I can respect that. But we just want the people to hear it, you know what I'm saying, and get an understanding of what we say, read between the lines, you know what I'm saying, actually get a chance to like listen to what we saying, so you don't get a one-sided opinion about it. That's what my boy said. He like comedy at the same time he's political, you know what I'm saying, but he don't want you to think he's serious all the time, like, you know what I'm saying, shotgun to the face serious all the time and shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's basically what it is. We just give you a little bit of time, you know what I'm saying, just get an understanding about who we are, where we come from, stuff like that. And this first one is gonna be a little laid back and mellow. You listen to it, hopefully you listen to the whole thing, because I'm gonna tell you right now, anytime we say something and people get the wrong impression or their opinion be like, damn, that's fucked up, well, guess what? Bring your ass back to this first one, or we're gonna send you back to this first one, so you get an understanding, like we said, where we come from, who we are, what we stand for, why we talk like we talk. Because we're not gonna keep explaining to you, period. All we're gonna say is go back to the first entry. That's it. You got anything else to say, man? Go ahead and I'm talking enough. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. So we definitely want a lot of cooperation, you know. So whenever we have a podcast out there and you want to blog in, you want to say something, you want to say anything.
Keep that shit real, man.
Yeah, keep it real. You know, come from your heart. You know, that's what this show is about. This show is about being able to speak about anything. You know, we may even bring you a show about dating, give you some dating tips, because we know we got people out there who don't even know how to pick up a woman. You know what I mean? So we may give you some dating tips, or we may give you some fashion tips.
Might say stop being a bitch and just go talk to her.
Understand? Or, you know, we may give you our views on what's going on over in Iraq, you know. But this show is just for everybody to have that voice. For everybody who wants to speak and get themselves heard. That's what this show is about. That's what we about. So, you know, we're going to sign off on this first podcast. We're going to get back with you, you know, in a little bit with the very first official show. And, you know, expect some fireworks. Peace. I'm out.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? It's boy JTL, my dog HD, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Me signing off, the only thing I'm going to say is, you know, he was saying, should we do any shout-outs at the end of the show? All I'm going to say is I'm shouting out the truth. I'm shouting out keeping it real. I'm shouting out love for my peoples. I'm shouting out, you know what I'm saying, don't fuck with fake motherfuckers because they can fuck you up at the end of the, you know what I'm saying, when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? So, this your boy JTL.
Yeah, and this your boy HD. I'm going to give a quick shout-out to my family and everybody out there, you know, that's locked up. You know, keep your head up. We got your back. We here for you, and all the people that's out there in the day-to-day just like us trying to make it and survive. You know, keep your head up. We got your back. I want to give a quick shout out to my man Mike Vick through all his trials and tribulations. He's out there in the NFL still shining. And a quick shout out to my man B Stizzle up in Atlanta holding me down. And a quick shout out to my barber Richie Rich for keeping me looking fresh. I'm out. Peace.
If God give me breath for 20 more years, I see myself changing the world, changing the world, changing the world. Because my thought patterns are so opposite of what's so I have to change the world. I have to be changed by it. I have to be changed by it. I have to change the world.
JTL,
Opposite of what's
keeping it real.
Talk to you, smile and have a good time.
Tell the truth.
Morals and standards, you know.
People just be real about what they hear.
HD.
JTL, keep it real. Keep it real. That's a good thing because
opposite of what's the norm.